Hey guys, Louie here, and welcome to the weekend. And there is Homer. He is having a bite of the donut. Don't you love this coffee mug? Isn't that great? It's got a literal donut hole in the middle of it. Nice big cup too. So here's to you on a Saturday morning. It has been a hell of a week, so I thought I would just talk for a little while and show you some silver while I do. This is not new silver. Some of this is vintage and older silver. But I talk a little bit about the week and try to encourage you to not give up on silver. You know what happens is when they bust it down and it breaks some key levels, people start to get really negative. I mean really negative. And sometimes the chart people can be the worst. I've seen videos predicting, $12 silver again. And personally, I think 24 is about, where we might go. In the short term, okay, the good news is you have gotten your wish that both spot is down and premiums are down. All right, and if you are cost averaging into the market, don't stop buying. I mean, if you stop buying, if I had stopped buying when silver went from 14 to 20, let me get you a better picture there, went from 14 to 20 and then back to 14, I wouldn't have a lot of the stuff I have. So you really have to keep the faith. I mean, a lot of the stuff I picked up at the LCS, some of these vintage bars, $16, $15. These A marks here. I mean, one day I walked into the coin store and I was buying melt because I was pouring a lot at the time, and he had these A mark bars for $1 over spot. I don't think spot was over 16. I could be wrong, 17, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20. Here are another 10. Here, 20. Here's another 20. Okay, 40 A-mark bars, which are Anaheim Precious Metals Company, and there are varied types in here as well, and you really have to study these carefully to know which ones are highly valuable and which ones are just simply valuable. But I've never seen a more beautiful stack of A-mark bars for like 16 bucks. Why? Because I didn't give up. Why? Because I kept making effort even when other people were predicting really crazy low prices. All right. And could it happen? Yes. And the stock market could be cut in half as well. That could happen as well. We saw the 1,000-point drop this week. But I wouldn't have these A-mark bars, which, 40 of these today are probably worth, I don't know, $2,000, right? Okay, so, and no, I did not get rid of those. I just held on to them. This was the kind of thing I was pouring at the time. This beautiful Strat bar. I made this for Billy Gagney, if some of you might recall, and he never picked it up. So I still got that one. But I don't know where all the packaging and the COA and all that stuff is. I'm getting my shop together this weekend, I hope. Here's some more stuff, purchased at Spot Plus One because I didn't give up, right? Boxes of Libertads that I've bought, 2014, 2015, etc., that I bought because I didn't give up and I had faith in the future of those types of coins. Even stuff like this. Now, this would be an example of a poor purchase, all right? I wish I hadn't bought any Chinese pandas, and they are not doing that well in the aftermarket. But have I lost money on this? I don't know, maybe a couple dollars. But still, I'm not going to get hurt when I sell it, as long as it doesn't spot. It's going to hold a great deal of its value, even if it's not a double or a triple like some of these other coins are. Johnson Matthey bars, I mean, again, we bought these all day long for under 200 bucks, sometimes under 180, sometimes even less, because I didn't give up. Collectible series like the World of Dragons. But here is an example where I did mess up because I didn't complete it. I'm very, very big on the first coin in a series and sometimes the second coin, and therefore I didn't keep collecting the entire set. I do have tubes of the Aztec Dragon because that was number one and I think is still probably the most valuable. And I have many tubes of the coppers, which were probably an even better investment because some of those go for $5-10 now. We used to get them for, I don't know, 50 cents, 80 cents around. So that was a pretty good investment too. But in terms of the set, kind of lost interest. And I wish I hadn't. I wish I had completed this entire set. This is the kind of thing that Provident used to just blow out of the park. They were so good at this kind of thing with unique little collectible sets and a beautiful, inexpensive collector box. Actually, it's made out of cardboard, but you don't care because it's done so well. These boxes used to be, I don't know, 20-30 bucks. I bought several because sometimes the box does better than the silver does. But yeah, you know, you can get a little dejected. You could stop completing the series that you've started just when they start to get cheaper. All right, when stuff gets cheaper, I know you don't want to buy. I know, just like me, you know, I get a little carried away, and I like to buy more when spot is rising. And I think that's human nature, but you have to really counter that and keep countering your feelings when, you know, you're finding $33 Type 2 Silver Eagles. Do you say, oh, those will be $23 someday? Or do you say, thank God they're not 40 anymore, right? And buy some. You don't have to buy them all. You don't have to spend all your money. But do not stop buying if we dip into the 24s. If we get a push down to 22, you know, you can back up the truck. I'd be buying the paper derivatives at that point heavily because you could have made a fortune last time silver plummeted down to 12. Did I show you the copper? Here's one of the coppers. Again, I just have a bunch of these. So don't lose faith. So in terms of the market, oh, here, I wanted to show you this as well. This is, I'm taking advantage of the hot collector market right now, and I'm selling comic book collections I have. This is an originally autographed Zap #1 by R. Crumb. That's going to go for sale soon. That's the cover page, not the whole comic, but he autographed that for me. And let me see, what else do I have to put in front of you while we talk? You know, keep looking when the spot is dropping and the premiums are dropping. Keep looking for stuff like this, right? The Una and the Lion. All right, I forget what I've paid for it, but I promise you it wasn't all that much, and it is still selling for more than I paid. It's a kind of an investment that has some equity built into it, and you're not just ravaged by you know, premiums and spot price moving all around. The U.S. Mint has got some amazing things available right now. Hopefully you followed my advice and you got in on. I wish that lighting was a little better. Let me see if I can set this down. Hopefully you got in on the Silver Eagle proof, the West Point Mint proof. Hopefully you got in on the Carson City and the O proof. You didn't get frustrated with that. We've got more Morgans and the Peace Dollar coming up. We've got some gold coming up from the U.S. Mint. The half ounce is the one I like there. You know, I just bought the the Air Force coin. It just recently sold out. You can pick those up probably at 4:30 in the morning Pacific time. They had about 8 available this morning if you're still looking for that for $160. The lowest you'll find it on eBay is $200 right now. But there's always something that you can buy, all right? If you're averaging into the market, which is the smarter way to do it. Yeah, in terms of, let me just hit a couple different things. Yeah, the stock market just fell apart as I predicted for that 1,000-point drop. But then it recovered. What I'm doing in the stock market is I'm converting my portfolio to a completely defensive stock market portfolio with utilities and gold and REITs and stuff like that. I'm no longer participating in the general averages in the stock market. Bitcoin got the 2 handle that I predicted, but it bounced off it like water off a hot frying pan and went back up into the 30,000 plus range. I don't think it's done going down personally, but it's got a nice little bounce here, so that won't hurt you. What else is going on? We know that we've got all the variant talk coming out, potential secondary lockdowns and so forth. I don't even want to comment on that. I just want you to stay interested in silver. Don't forget about gold. The other thing I have in my stock portfolio is GLD. Sorry, it's an ETF. I have plenty of the physical as well. But if the economy goes into stagflation, which is what I'm thinking right now, gold is going to do really well. It'll pull silver up with it. But right now we're getting a little industrial lull, and that's creating a little downdraft for silver. So now's when gold takes over. This is why you want silver and gold. And again, I'm loading up my portfolio with gold. We may see another drop here into the high 1700s, but I think gold is going to be a good place to have a sizable amount of your money. And then silver as well. I actually have more physical silver than I have gold, but that doesn't bother me at all because silver always catches up and surpasses. So what else can I tell you? Lots of crazy stuff going on. I don't know about Washington. I don't know about more trillions of dollars of quantitative easing. I can't tell you about any of that. All I know is when everybody is telling you that silver is going to $12, that is when you stay invested. That is when you buy. That is when the premiums come down. That is when you kill it. All right? And again, don't blame me if it drops below 24. Something like we do get a drawdown. But right now, it's a great time to keep buying, keep averaging in. Don't buy a 1,000-ounce bar today. Just keep looking for stuff that is going to support your stack, grow the equity in your stack. When it comes time to get rid of it, get rid of it. Sell it. All right? Set up an eBay account. If you have something like, Simpson donut coins. All right? I was lucky enough to buy about a case of these. And, I'm still selling them, all right? And they're still $300, $400, $500, $600. Don't be afraid to sell the stuff that is appreciated and put it back into new stuff. But I know most people don't like that because it feels wrong, right, to get rid of stuff that you've collected. But I highly recommend rotating your stack. And, there's a thing in purchasing called economic order quantity. And that is, you can buy inventory when it's cheap, but if you buy too much, it winds up costing you money over the long term because there's a handling cost, and then your assets are tied up in that inventory for longer than you want them to be when they could be reinvested and resold. So anyway, that's my plug to go ahead and get rid of the stuff that's gone up double and triple because sometimes it falls back. And you could have got into the next hot thing if you wanted to. All right, I'm running out of things to say. Got a lot to do trying to set up my shop today in the new Tough Shed. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. Let me know what you're doing. Are you still buying? That's the question mark. You're waiting for all the U.S. Mint offerings to pick up some numismatics. Did you stop? Have you stopped? Have you moved to gold? Or are you just kind of kind of shocked that it stopped going up? I was too. I thought we'd get over 30 post haste, but don't be shocked. Okay, silver goes up in a zigzag. It goes down. It goes back up. The people that want your silver and want your gold want you to give up. And you certainly don't want dollars. You're losing 5% a year on those. So you got something better to buy? Okay, buy it. Buy it then. A tough shed, a new Jeep, a tractor for the farm, property. Um, get yourself into real tangible assets. But silver is so easy; it's ridiculous how easy it is to park your money, and certainly to park your money that you would otherwise spend frivolously. Right? You don't need a Starbucks this morning. You could have your coffee in a Simpsons Whole mug. It's just Folgers, but it tastes good to me. So I will wish you a wonderful weekend. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know if you're still buying, and if so, what you're buying. Okay, or are you in the bear camp and you're waiting for $17 silver? All right, that's fine too. But I'm not. I'm not waiting. I'm going to keep buying. All right, guys. Talk to you later.